Okay. So now you're pregnant
Yes.
and things don't get better.
No. Now I'm his property. Totally, he feels.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now, around this time, he starts hanging around death row.
Yes. Yes. He was going to be signed to death row.
Right. I remember he had a bunch of songs with death row, with Tupac.
Yes, he did.
What were the songs? Toss It Up.
Yes.
And was there another song?
They did a few songs.
Yeah, but Toss
Yeah.
It Up was the big one.
Yes.
Right. It was with Jodeci and Danny Boy and Tupac.
That's right.
And Aaron Hall.
Yeah.
Okay. Because at that point, Guy had broken up.
He was, I guess, trying to go solo.
Yeah.
He was going solo. Him and Teddy has a hate-love relationship.
Right. I've interviewed Teddy about this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have a hate-love relationship. Yeah. So, and he needed money. His manager robbed him blindly. He's one of those artists that lets his manager sign his checks, pay his bills. Should do it yourself. So he mismanaged all his money. And we were staying with his father. And then when Suge hit him up for the deal, we both flew to LA so he can record, do music videos, and I guess be down with the team.
Right. You said when you met Suge Knight, when you were with Aaron, Suge just gave you a stack of money?
We tried to. So it's like a testing thing.
Huh.
Hand me money. And I saw what they do in this industry is they give you money, they give you things, and then you do what they say. I already learned that as a teenager, so I knew not to take it. I mean, especially, how crazy he was, so I knew not to take money from another man at that.
Right. 'Cause you said Aaron was kind of nervous around Suge Knight.
Hugely nervous.
Why is that?
Suge would go around with empowerment. He had always a bunch of men around him with guns, and, the environment that around him was heavy. You felt that heaviness. Even though Aaron had his demons and his heaviness, this man overpowered that heaviness. So you felt it in your chest when you were around him then, He felt unstoppable. He didn't have light in his eyes. It was darkness. Yeah.
Okay, because around this time, Tupac started coming by the hotel and having conversations with Aaron.
Yes.
When you were around.
Yes.
So what are these conversations about?
Well, I heard bits and pieces of it, even though the room wasn't big. They were discussing contracts. They were discussing, I don't want to say too much, but, just things that were happening around them both. They were like brothers. They loved each other, literally. Pac loved him. Aaron loved him. They kind of felt like they were compatible, like they understood each other when they talked.
Okay, so Tupac requested Aaron to be on that song.
I believe so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
They
got
were
it.
buddies, yes. Yeah.
Okay, so they're hanging out and you get to know Tupac a little bit
Yes.
at this point.
Yes.
What was Tupac like at that junction?
He was a breath of fresh air. He was a light. He made Aaron calm his soul. Like, he was nice to me when he was around Aaron. Just got him talking. He's like, that's a queen. He tried to tell him, don't hit her, don't do this. Trying to school him, like, you don't do that. She's pregnant. You got to be careful. She's too skinny, because I was like losing weight instead of gaining weight. So I was
Right.
like a size like 0-1. Like, I was so thin.
Wow.
I was depressed. I couldn't eat. I was going through a lot, know?
Because you're 4 months pregnant at this point.
Yes. I was 4 months pregnant.
Okay, so Tupac is coming by. Aaron is potentially signing to death row, which he ended up never signing.
I don't know if the contracts went through or not. Yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
you never saw an Aaron Hall death row
No.
project.
Well, everything broke up after, when we left LA 3 months later, Pac died.
Right.
So that whole, everything fell apart.
Got it.
All the deals, because Casey JoJo was there. It was so many black young artists from rap, from R&B were going to be signed to them.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
MC Hammer.
yeah, MC Hammer was around. Bow Wow was around.
It was so many.
Eric B was around. Jodeci, of course.
Yes.
Mary J. Blige.
It was going to be huge. That label was going to
Yeah,
be,
it was supposed to be Death Row West. Were you in the studio with Aaron when he was working with
I
Tupac?
went a few times.
Huh.
I went a few times to the studio, but the environment was not for a female. Let's just put it that way. So he advised me to stay, at the hotel when he started doing these, hanging out and networking and being around the boys. It just wasn't safe. He didn't feel safe. And sometimes he didn't want to go, but he felt obligated to go.
Okay.